Y'all make some noise for 2 Chainz. It's interesting when you do late night TV. I see you and I see you with the live bands, and 2 years. You have some big songs, but can you actually physically tell that audience is growing when you go certain places and you go to Japan and they're singing your lyrics word for word and knowing damn well they don't speak English?
Yeah. Yeah, that's always amazing to me how how the internet is just flattened all the information and we all receive it at the same time. Now it's not like you put something out and they just not getting hold to it. When you put something out, when the YouTube video dropped here, it dropped in London, you know what I'm saying? And so for me, it just helps me out. I had to really just sit down and just honestly figure out what was going on, because I was very surprised when I first started doing shows overseas and the crowd would I would be like, so who else performing tonight? They'd be like, just you. And I was like, damn, because it's just, it's so many people that'll see 2 Chainz. And so for me, I just feel like one thing's for sure is that hard work definitely pays off.
So y'all make some noise. Y'all got the new album and y'all love it. Make some noise. Not to mention yesterday, you've been campaigning this new video you dropped for Used To. If somebody said, man, I'm gonna go to, I don't even know what ward y'all in New Orleans, and shoot a video, like everybody came out, you know what I mean? And it's just, what a perfect place. Like if you would have done that in front of a green screen on a warehouse, like it wouldn't have done it justice.
Nah, it was just me paying homage to the sound, to the feeling that I got when I recorded the record. Manny Fresh, I'm a huge fan of Manny Fresh. He's a hip hop historian as far as a producer. Like he did all of Cash Money's earlier music. So for me,
he's their sound.
Yeah. So for me, when I recorded the record, of course, I took Juvenile's delivery, and it only made sense for me to 1, reach out to Juvenile, and then 2, just figure out how I could put the rest of the pieces together. Me and Lil Wayne, we're great friends, you know what I'm saying? And then just knowing that Turk was out.
Is there a backstory on the relationship between you and Manny Fresh?
Tell us about these beats from back in the day, man.
Manny Fresh, like Wayne, they had this big mansion, like a Cash Money mansion, just like the doors were just unlocked, like this was a mansion for anybody. And then they had Wayne had a house down the street, baby. So I met Wayne at the time, you know what I'm saying? This was over 10 years ago, and we kind of formed our relationship doing, certain things that young players do. And me and Manny Fresh was cool, you know what I'm saying? So, at the same time, I'm doing the Disturbing the Peace thing. I started doing, Disturbing the Peace with Luda, so I'm just going around getting beats. So, I get these beats from Manny Fresh, and I'm like, I got these beats from Manny Fresh. Like, boy, your budget can't afford no Manny Fresh beats. I'm like, man, I ain't think about it like that, man. Maybe I can't. So I'm like, Fresh, I need to get these beats. He like, you can have them. I'm like, so I'm over there. I'm like, yo, Fresh said I can have them. They're like, bro, you can't have the beat. That don't even make sense. You can't say you can have them. I'm like, he told me I can have them, bro. They're like, call the man. Like, they really saying you gullible till you're not getting it, fam. Like, he's just sending you off, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, maybe they right. So I called Fresh. Yo, can I get the beat? You can have the beat. I told y'all he said I can have the beat. They like, nah, we gotta do some paperwork on it. So I'm like, this, so you gotta sell it for something. Like, all right, cool. I sell it, you can have the beat, give me $1. They're like, $1? He like, yeah, give me $1. So I'm like, okay, cool. Bet. We did the paperwork for 3 beats for $1 a piece. So I got $3 worth of stupid ass tracks from Manny Fresh that I still haven't used. I'm learning timing. I dropped 2 albums in a year, so I feel like I have good material out, that's not mixtape stuff, because I created that fan base. But for me, I put out material that I'm confident in. I'm shooting visuals, and I think it's just a matter of time for people just to catch up and swallow both albums, because both one is still growing, and to this day it's still growing. Fez is watching, it's still growing to this day.
Have you been asked about Jimmy Kimmel? It was the funniest damn thing ever, which shows the sense of humor that you have, and you all did it with a straight face. And yours was about Whoopi Goldberg, and then Whoopi Goldberg tweeted, I think we found out about it this morning, says, is it just me or does it look like 2 Chainz could be my son? And,
she really tweeted me?
No, yes, she really tweeted it. I have it verbatim.
You gotta hit her back now.
Yeah.
You gotta hit it
Once
out.
again, she know who the hell I am.
Right.
Right. She said he's smart and he's about something, so I'm cool with the comparison.
Let me see that.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
did it
dope.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's. Damn, I need to probably be on the View.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah. Make that phone call. Make that happen.
Be on the View next, man. But you know, my mom, like the whole neighborhood called my mama, and if I ever called like one of their mama, she would get mad as hell. So I had to call everybody else mama like auntie.
Right, yeah.
You know, but everybody be like mama, and then you know they would be talking about my mama, and it was cool. But if I ever been like, bro, how mama doing? She be like.
Man, we appreciate you dropping through this afternoon. You always family, always welcome as well.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you, Memphis. Too many people from Memphis that helped my campaign for me to name, but you know, big ups to Memphis.
What's up? Make some noise one more time. 2 Chainz.
Yeah.